Hi everyone. So today, following our PCOD series, we are going to start with yoga. So why I'm starting with yoga is because yoga is very dear to me, and I believe your day starts with yoga, and so would this series of live sessions start with yoga. So I've been doing yoga for almost 10 or more than 10 years in fact. And why I think yoga is important when you're dealing with PCOD is because it has many benefits. Because when you are doing yoga, you don't only help calm your mind, relieve anxiety, but it is also a very safe way of slowly reducing weight. Because when you are doing PCOD and PCOS related yoga, it is slowly making your hormones in sync, it is making your organs function better, it is also relieving the anxiety and the stress. So as I had mentioned yesterday, one of the major reasons of PCOD can also be inflammation. And when you are leading a lifestyle which has a lot of stresses, be it from your mental stresses, be it through your diet, be it through the environment, those stresses are also one of the major reasons of PCOD, because they end up releasing more and more cortisol, and henceforth more and more hormonal imbalance can happen. And this yoga that we are going to talk about today is going to be very beneficial. And I believe yoga is just not supposed to be done, say, only for once in a week or twice in a week when you go for a class. Yoga should be followed every day. So even if you follow any other form of exercise, like maybe with weights, or you love running, or if you love to do cycling, make sure you include yoga in that, because yoga is a way of life. You cannot just go in and out of yoga. Yoga has to be followed, and hopefully if your practice is getting better, you can do yoga in the morning, and your breathing, which I personally do both in the morning and at night. Because when you do both morning and evening breathing, that will further help relax your mind. It will further help removing anxiety. It will further have a lot of good issues. So I generally start my day, I'm talking about myself right now, and once Sunaina, who is a very well-renowned expert for yoga, would join us, and she might also add on by telling that what all more things can be added. So what I do is, after waking up in the morning, my day starts with yoga. I generally take a glass of hot water, warm water with apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar not only helps relieve acidity, it makes your body alkaline, it just sets your day right. Of course, if you're going to start it like just now and you're going to have it for the first time, you might feel that it's not tasting so good, but it also helps improve your metabolism. So just 2 spoons of apple cider vinegar and half a glass of warm water, that's what I start my day with. And then I do yoga. So first half an hour of my day is yoga. I start with breathing exercises, which involves Anulom Vilom, Kapal Bhati, Nadi Shodhan. And then after that, I do a little bit of Surya Namaskar. I at least do about 5 to 10 cycles of Surya Namaskar to get my body started. I do rotation exercises for each and every joint to help it open up, and also to help open my sleep up, so that I get activated. And that's after half an hour of doing yoga, I start doing my weight training exercises. So I've been doing virtual training with my trainer, and weight training has also further helped me strengthen my body. So I did not start doing weight training right away. If you've seen my pictures, I was really very overweight. And if you start doing heavy weight training exercises or cardio exercises when you're overweight, the chances of injury can be really high. So try and avoid doing any of those if you're really overweight. First rule of thumb is that you have to do mindful eating. You have to watch what you're eating, and then slowly you can start including yoga. And then yoga is a way of life. Don't just stick to the classes, it has to be done every day. So that's what I do. And after I've done my weight training exercises, I again concluded with stretches of yoga, which I hold longer. Hi, Sunaina.
Hi, Geetika. So lovely to finally be here with you.
Yes, absolutely. Super excited for this session. And I was telling everyone that how important is yoga. And I was reading online. There was a study done wherein they found out that women, girls, adolescent girls who have been doing yoga, their blood levels changed immensely. Like, not
Yes.
only their blood levels improved, their anxiety, inflammation in the body, all of that improved. So the idea of doing yoga is to follow it every day. Just not wait for your teacher to come, show you how to do yoga, and then you forget about it. You have to
Exactly.
follow yoga every day.
Exactly. That is such a beautiful thing, guys. Like when people ask me, how long do you do yoga for? And I'm going to call you Geetika or Dr. Geetika.
Geetika is just fine.
I feel like Geetika is just like you're so young and fresh. Like I'm like, hey, it's Geetika.
We are
Uh,
yoga friends right now.
yoga friends.
Yes,
So, yoga is not just about the asanas, right? It's about breathing, it's about developing energies, deeper energies, and basically self awareness,
yeah,
right? Yoga is not really, it's not, people dance because that's an expression of themselves, or people sing because it's an expression of themselves. But yoga is not an expression of a person. It's actually about being aware and seeing where we can change, where we can improve,
yes,
and that's the yoga you do every single day of your life, physically thinking
absolutely,
positively, gratitude, love for
absolutely,
yourself, love for
absolutely.
others, and that's
Because with
important.
yoga, now I've understood that if you are doing yoga the right way, which is relaxing, holding your poses, your body talks to you through that. Your body tells you that where does it really want you to concentrate and release the negativity or blockages. So it's a way of life which you should slowly and steadily, get into and imbibe it, and just not, quickly do it for half an hour session, 40-minute session and forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. I think people do that. They just forget. But I think when you're so into it, no, Gitika, you don't forget. Like, I don't forget to kind of roll my shoulders and enjoy the space in my neck. I mean, I don't forget, because the moment you start to love something, it heightens things in you so much that you keep going back
Yes,
to that. So I think when
yes.
people are looking at it as I'm going to just do this for this, it'll never help, because all those
Absolutely.
things are temporary. If you're doing it for weight loss, the moment you will lose weight, you might forget.
Yeah.
But I really believe people who start yoga, you could come for any reason: weight loss, flexibility, finding yourself, getting away from family, whatever your reason might be.
The
We
benefits
all
will be
come to
there.
the same place.
Absolutely. Very well.
We all come back to that. So it's a nice place where, however
So,
you come in.
so to start with, Sunaina, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and your journey with yoga?
Myself, what do I say? I think I've done so many things, Gitika, in my life. I used to be modeling. I did economics and econometrics. Then I did psychotherapy and counseling. Then
Wow.
I did merchandising. I did clothes. I was in London. Uh, then I've shifted a lot of countries, from Germany to South Africa to London to
Mm-hmm.
here, Mumbai. But it's all good, man. I think we
Yes.
shifted. My dad passed away when I was younger. And so it was, it was us. It was my mother
Yes.
and my two other siblings. So that was a
Mm.
big one for us. I think we learned a lot. I'm still learning a
Mm.
lot from it.
I'm sure.
I'm a single parent, but my ex-husband is very, he's good with it.
Mm.
And that's it, man. Yoga started. From there, it's like suddenly when I was invited to the United Nations, I actually remember, Gitika, they're calling me, and I'm like, stop prank calling me. Like, stop calling me. Like, why are you calling me? And I'm asking my manager at that time, I was like, check these emails. I don't want to talk to these people. And she's like, but Sunaina, everything is good.
This is
Like, they
for
are
real.
like,
This is for real.
this is real. And I
Yeah.
remember just flying to New York and being in that General Assembly hall and representing my country, which felt really good. And I did it this year as well. And I think it's because, when people ask you, I think like for you as well, right? Why do people like Dr. Gitika? It's not that she is like the best skin specialist in the world. It's basically, you like somebody because they help you, because
It's the
their intention
connection.
is
Yeah.
actually to help. Their intention
Yeah.
is not to
And the
make
idea is to
it.
connect, just not from the outer self, but with inner self. Like I love connecting with my patients, hearing their stories, that what is it that brings them here and why is it they want me to address certain things. So it's their
Yeah.
stories, the connection, and that's what builds up a better relationship.
Yeah, that is what builds the relationship only.
Yeah,
Otherwise, relationships don't get formed. People
yeah,
come, they go, and it's very transactional.
absolutely. Rightfully said. So, Sunaina, tell us about my viewers because we are doing the series for PCOD
Yeah.
specifically. And I have seen yoga work really, really beautifully for me because I was very overweight. And I understand when you're overweight, you can't do any of those regular fitness aerobic exercises. You end up doing more harm than good. And yoga was a very smooth transition for me when it came for fitness, for making my organs work better. So, what is your take of with yoga and PCOD or hormonal balance?
So I think yoga is magical. In this sense, it's a magical drug which really helps. It's one, PCOS, there's stress. Yoga
Mm.
is known to decrease your cortisol levels.
Yes,
It's
yes,
known to increase testosterone, right? Like whenever we are doing like an inhale, this is a point of victory.
yeah,
It's a time of opening. It's like, when a marathon runner is running and he wins, the moment he'll do this,
yeah,
even a blind marathon runner will do this because,
yes,
and yoga does this a lot. And so when it does this, it starts to increase compassion in your body, it decreases cortisol, it makes you start loving yourself. I mean, I don't remember loving myself the way I love myself today. One is, of course, age. I think as you get older, you start enjoying yourself more. When you're younger, you have those doubts about yourself. There's a lot
yeah,
of play happening, and
yeah,
suddenly in your 30s, 35s, you start to get to know yourself better. You're
yeah,
you're more relaxed
yeah.
with your body, your
And
mind.
yoga helps you connect with yourself. You learn to
Completely.
love and listen to your body.
And I think that is the most important thing that a practice should teach you in this world, is to
Yeah,
really connect with yourself and really fall in, like, be proud of yourself, not in an
yes,
egotistical way, but be proud of your accomplishments, be
yes,
proud of and not just, I think, Geetika, everybody wants more, right? It's human nature, and that's beautiful. Everybody has high ambitions, everybody wants to move. But what people forget is you are right now in this present moment. Enjoy that and want more,
yes.
but not enjoy what you have and just keep wanting more.
So
That's
that's a
the problem.
beautiful saying. I've read a book on the similar title by Eckhart Tolle. It's called Power of Now for all the viewers. It's an amazing book. So this is the time when you have all the time in the world to read. If you can get your hands on this book, and she's saying the same thing. It's a power of now. Now the present holds all the power. That's all that you have. Now establishing your breath, knowing your body, doing the best possible self version of yourself. That's now. You have
Yeah.
no hold on your past or your future. The only power is now. So
Exactly.
Sunaina, let's start doing some yoga, and I'm
Oh
also
my
ready with my
God.
mat. And to all
Get
the
ready.
viewers who want to join us, please feel free. You just need a mat. We are going to take it very easy and simple.
And
And
even if you guys don't have a mat, a sheet, or anything that you have, just lay it
yeah,
down.
yes,
And we are going to practice just five breaths, so I can show you at least 5 asanas that you should do. But I
yeah,
won't take you through like a minute, so you can always
yes,
come
sure,
back to the video. Okay,
perfect.
I'm going to just turn my camera. Can you see me? I mean,
Uh, I I can see your mat. Yes.
hello everyone. All right, so today we're going to do 5 asanas for PCOS. Okay, and I want to start with a pranayama, which will really help. I don't know if you guys have heard of Anilom Vilom. There's Anilom Vilom, and I'm going to show you one more after that, which is amazing. Anilom Vilom is alternate nostril breathing. So what happens is when we are feeling overwhelmed or really stressed, really anxious, either our left hemisphere is working or our right. Like it's not balanced. We are not able to be in control. So it's very important to balance the two sides of the brain. And that happens through the nostrils. So the left nostril is your lunar energy. It's the energy of the moon. It's soft, it's feminine, it's calm, which I don't know how it matches with feminine, but it's calm. And the right side is the solar energy. It's powerful, it's the sun, right? So it's a very powerful movement that's happening. So the left is the calm, the yin, and the yang. So we're going to balance energies. So sitting tall, start to straighten the spine, and I'm going to show you one, and we can do 5 after that. So just taking your right hand, take your thumb to the right nostril, and just use your index finger, okay? Just see one first. Inhale from the left, close the nostril, seal, exhale from the right, inhale from the right, pause, seal, exhale from the left. Let's do 4 together now. Close your eyes. Inhale from the left. Close. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Seal. Pause. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Pause, seal, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Pause, seal, exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Seal nostril, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Seal, exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Pause, seal, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Seal, pause, exhale from the left. Release the right hand. Just keep your eyes closed for a moment. Slowly just rub your hands together. Place the heat of the hands, the prana, on your eyes. So even everyone, the heat and the prana, your hands have the maximum energy in your body, right? So whatever it is that you want to heal, when we get into the asana practice, you can place your hands there. So if it is PCOS, you might want to place your hands just between your navel and your pelvis. Just, you really, sometimes you just think, oh, whatever. But there are reasons. Our energy is a lot in our hands. You'll notice even when you're in a love relationship, you won't kiss first, you'll hold hands first. There's an energy connection. So understand the energy in your hands. The second pranayama I want to teach you is just breathing from the left nostril. The left nostril is the calmness. So when there's too much stress happening, you really need to start releasing stress in your body. So the breath awareness, the deep breaths really help. Abdominal breathing helps. But today we'll just do 2. There are lots on my channel as well, but for today, I'm going to show you the most important ones. So for the left nostril, you just close your right nostril with your thumb, sitting tall because your spine is your second brain. The moment your spine is hunched, your brain is reacting, acting, talking to you in a very different way. So straighten. And just exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the left. Now I'm going to do count. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, pause. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Breathe from both nostrils.
So, Sunaina, I read this in a paper wherein they were connecting the right and the left nostril also to the scientific significance of parasympathetic and sympathetic system. So,
Yes.
whenever a person is anxious, unable to sleep, doing just the left nostril breathing will help them calm down and sleep better. And whenever a person, say in the morning, is feeling due to hypothyroid or their hormones feeling very low in energy, they can do the right nostril breathing. Am I right?
Yes, it's so beautifully, yes, completely right. Because the
Yeah,
left lunar energy, it's the moon, it's the yin. So the
yeah,
moment you breathe in and out, it's going to calm you. If you need energy, you need to breathe from the right because it's the solar. And sometimes
yeah,
we have both, we just want to balance it, and then we do the anulom vilom,
yeah.
which is the alternate nostril.
Perfect. But while we are doing this left nostril breathing, do we need to balance it with the right, or we just listen to our body or day of the time and do it?
You don't need to balance it. You're balancing it already, right? Like if when I do asanas as well, for example, that's a very good question. But when I do asanas as well, my right shoulder is much tighter than my left. So if I want to stay in the asana just for 1 minute, I'll stay in this for 1 minute. And when I'm opening this, I might stay for a minute and a half.
Okay.
Because I need to give more energy to that. So the same thing goes with the calm. Like you said, listen to your body. If you need calm, you don't need to do the right because it's already quite high.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then you just do the left.
Perfect.
Okay. So now the next one is Baddha Konasana. It's just an amazing asana. We've all done it when we were in school, dance class. The children
Yes,
are it all over your house, right? And you see the
absolutely.
toddlers in India, they have very, very open hips because they are always in this. You notice them like this. They're just sitting like this, mending. So it's the
Yeah.
cock pose. And in this pose, you just bring your heels close. Now, if some of you have an issue like of rounding here, I would really suggest using a wall. And when you use a wall, you're able to kind of sit straighter. Also, interlace the fingers, place them under your feet. And as you lift the body up, feel the lift from the hip moving up as your shoulders pull down, creating length, creating space in your body. And as you breathe now, don't work your lungs for this one. I want you to just breathe in and out through your stomach. So abdominal breathing, that's called Yogic Pranayama. So inhale, inflate your stomach like a balloon. And as you exhale, really pull the stomach to the navel, to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Feel like the breath is massaging your uterus, your ovaries. Inhale from the stomach. And exhale from the stomach. Two more. Inhale. Balloon the stomach out. Exhale. Draw it in. Inhale. Exhale. Now this is a really beautiful one to stay. You can stay for a minute, you can stay for 2 minutes. The longer you stay, it's also a meditative posture. So it really helps to get you into a meditative state. And from here, if you feel that you're bored, there's no more movement happening here, dude, then don't move. Be straight. If you want to, move the body forward and just stretch your arms out. Wherever you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, whatever works for you. Right? So just
Sunaina, what about people who have any back issues?
so then you sit tall, don't come forward. If you should come forward, but if you have back issues and the doctor has told you not to go forward, then this is the one. This is only for people who can go back.
Come forward. Yeah.
And having back support is good for people who have any issues with back. And here also, everyone, just stay here for as long as you are comfortable. And what I actually like is timing myself. So earlier it could be 30 seconds, and then I could make it to 1 minute, and then 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes. And when I really want to, and if I'm feeling very panicky, I like to stay in poses. If it's stress, I like to stay in the pose. So it's great for working my pelvic region, but it's also great if I stay and I breathe in a certain pose. It really helps. All right, so enough of that meditate thing. I want to show you an asana because when you have PCOS, one, you need to strengthen your pelvis, right? So one exercise is, let's go and let's come onto all fours. And a really nice pelvic strengthening workout would be to straighten the legs out. And all you do is move the knee to the chest and back. Knee to the chest and back. So you're moving. If you're not able to do it from here, just move the knee up and down. Move the knee up and down. Exhale as you move in. Inhale as you come up. Exhale and back. Or do it as the mountain climb. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2. Look ahead. Push the earth with your arms. Flatten through the shoulder blades. Keep the legs active. Belly in. Don't let it drop. And relax. Just inhale, look up. Release the tension. This is also a really good one for PCOS. Is rounding the body into the cat. Angry cat. Inhale into the moon, the cow. Dropping your uterus, feet dropping down. And as you exhale, draw it all into yourself. Embracing it. Feel the lower part, the uterus ovaries, embracing down, pulling. Inhale, lengthen up, head down, drop the stomach, shoulders back. Exhale, push the earth away from you. push down through the soles of your feet, connecting with the earth. Just inhale, connect with your breath, and exhale, round. And back. So this one also, everyone, is have a flexible spine, and it's also really good for a strong core, like a strong abdominal core. That doesn't mean 6 abs. It means that the core is strong.
Sunaina, can we also include a breathing while doing cat and camel for the thyroid? You know, the breathing where you exhale through your throat, making a sound.
That's another pranayama.
Okay.
So, are you talking about Ujjayi pranayama?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I'll give you guys this pranayama. Now, this is a good question because, again, Ujjayi, everyone, I use a lot. This is a breath. Ujjayi means victorious, right? So, it's victory. Imagine. Now, the way you breathe, you are going to breathe through your nose, but the breath moves from the throat. So, it massages the throat. People who have thyroid issues, even the Anulom Vilom that we did, if you have thyroid, it really helps with the pituitary gland. So, very good to do Anulom Vilom as well when you have thyroid. In life, basically, it's important to do that pranayama. It's just a really beautiful one. Ujjayi pranayama we use in asana practice. I use it in my daily life. And
Okay.
what happens is when you breathe in and out of the nose, it's very short breath. But when you breathe from the throat, it will be a longer breath. So how you do it is, imagine this mirror, and I'm fogging the mirror with my mouth open. So I go, okay, now take in through a straw. So I'm taking the air through a straw, like that, right? There's this air. Now imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Now imagine you are closing your mouth and doing it. So it's like, I'm going to come closer, best to hear. So it's like this.
So it's as if there's a tight hose pipe in the throat and you're trying to breathe out through that pipe.
You are so good with these words. I love it. Yeah, and the breath sounds like the ocean. Like it's like the ocean. It's like, so what happens with this breath? One is when you're doing asanas, it heats your body. So when it heats your body, when you have more heat in your body, you are more flexible. When I'm in London and it's really cold, or in New York, I'm not feeling flexible. I'm feeling very cold and closed in. Heat makes us more open. It makes
Open
us,
up. Yeah.
yeah. So you need heat in your body. So this breath, Ujjayi breath, increases the heat in your body. Also because it's long and you can hear it. So do it loud enough for the person next to you in the beginning when you're learning. Next to you can hear it, not the person on the other side of the room. Shouldn't be able to hear the breath. But then the breath becomes very subtle. So when you really reach this breath, like I'm doing this
Yeah.
breath, but
But we can't hear you.
but you
Yeah.
can't hear. But in the beginning, you need to hear your own breath and make the other person also hear that you're breathing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the cat and cow, especially when I was doing the inhale, so this is inhale,
Yeah.
this is exhale. Like
So the
this.
idea is to make it like a more powerful pose by combining the breathing with cat and camel. So for all the viewers who have been doing it, you can take it to the next level.
I'm coming and facing you right now.
Yes.
We can start the comments also, I think.
Perfect.
There, you did it.
Amazing. So thanks for sharing all of this today. And I am opening the comment
I can't see.
section. It's a lot of compliments for you. So we have a question from Heal Soul. She wants to know, is it true that you gain weight once you have stopped doing yoga?
There are so many things, healed soul, that could make you gain weight. We can't really put it to one factor. Like if yoga has really helped you de-stress and if you stop doing it, then it's going to create something, right? You might gain weight because stress makes you overeat, and now you've stopped doing pranayama, so it could help, it could make you gain weight. If you're doing very vigorous yoga asanas and you're doing them every day for an hour, and when you stop, you'll gain weight because suddenly that
Absolutely.
exercise is not. So it's not just yoga, it's anything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, there's some skin questions. So
How
guys,
are
I'm
you doing
taking
these
questions.
questions? These are so cool how you're doing this.
So there's a question mark sign at the bottom where people actually send questions. I think that just is a better way to take questions rather than the comment section. So is there any
You have
specific
to teach
time
me
for
this after.
yoga? I will do that. Like, can we do it in evening or morning?
You can do it both the times. Now we are not the sages, and really, I really believe, Simran, that right now do yoga when you have time and you have an empty stomach, which normally happens in the morning for most people, right? Up and about,
Yes.
you go ahead and do your yoga. If you don't have time, I love doing yoga in the evenings as well. I think it really relaxes me, it soothes me before I go to bed. I really like that wind down session. I won't do surya namaskars in the evening, like I might feel too hyper
Yeah.
energized, but I'll do yin yoga postures to get into that
Yeah.
meditative
So even for
state.
me, like in the morning, I'll do more active yoga with Surya Namaskars and activating the body. But in evening, it will be more restorative, holding the poses, relaxing,
Yeah,
breathing.
yeah,
So one should do it twice. So why wait for just once?
exactly.
Yes. So there's a very good question here. Yoga poses to target infertility due to PCOS. Any tips on
We
that?
can do those. You know what, Dr. Geetika, I was really feeling that we should do like you asked about thyroid.
Mm-hmm.
We should do thyroid. We'll talk about it later, but this is also a good one. This is
Okay.
another whole thing. We
Mm-hmm.
could look at that later.
Sure. So today, for all the viewers, the session is more for PCOD. We are going to talk about infertility. We are going to talk about menopause in our future sessions, wherein again you will be sharing a lot of tips and tricks. But that's a great question, and we're gonna keep that with us.
Yeah.
Would you want to share any neck strengthening asanas? Because a lot of people are doing a lot of digital device overdose these days. How we can, release the stress around the neck area?
Neck strengthening. There are, should I do it now? Because there are so many on my
Give
Instagram.
us maybe one or two for us, and then we can conclude the
Yeah,
session
because there are
probably.
lots. I do a lot of work on neck because I feel, we get this text neck.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
tech
like
neck.
this.
Yeah, right here.
It's like
Yeah.
this text neck. And it's not just the text neck. I notice like we all talk like this.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't talk like this. We talk like this.
Our chin
It's
should be tucked
looking
in.
it's looking exaggerated, but everyone talks like this.
We're
But
always
I
out. Our
also
neck is
like,
always out. Yeah.
so this is one I feel for posture and neck is like take your index finger and middle finger, place it on your chin, drop it down. So make it move not down like this, but exactly how Dr. Gitika is doing. Like keep it a little parallel. So not down like this and not up like this. Half and push.
Guys, pardon my
And
double
push.
chin, huh?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Again. So it's going to really strengthen these back muscles and make your head be on top of the shoulders. So you can do this 10 times, hold for 10 seconds, hold for 10 seconds. So that really helps to
Yeah.
strengthen the back neck muscles. And I really, unlike the neck rotations, Because one, for stress and anxiety, OMG, it's the best feeling in the world. But
Lovely.
if I do this, but if you're talking about neck strengthening and not neck flexibility, they're two different things. So I'm going to show you this exercise for both. If I take my right hand on the right side, on the left side, and I pull, and I take this hand and I pull it away. So I'm
Yeah, or
getting
maybe
right
having it on the back and pulling it down.
Yeah, just keeping it away from you so that you stretch more. This
Yeah,
hand
this should
close and this
stretch.
hand far is a better stretch. So when you move into this, now this is a stretch. There's no strengthening here. Strengthening happens if I take my hand here to the inner side of my head and I try to push it, but the head is
Push
pushing
it.
back.
Yeah, the
I'm trying
isostatic,
to,
the static
yes,
exercise, as we say, isostatic, because this is creating pressure and we are pushing it against it.
yeah. So you need that. Now we do the other side. So we take the neck to the left. You take your left hand onto the right side and feel the hand pulling up. It's not just pushing down, like pull it up inside. And from here, you'll feel this. And this hand, you can move it away. Right? So this is your stretch. And your
Yeah,
strength is if I take my hand to the inner cheek and I try to push it up, but my cheek is pushing down. Like you can do it like just creating pressure. One hand is pushing you and your face is pushing away.
that
So that's
develops the
strength.
muscle here.
Yeah.
Perfect. So for everyone whosoever is doing this OD over the digital devices, try not to bend your neck and try and relax your neck every half an hour, 1 hour, because that is very, very important. I
Very
also
important.
read a very interesting question here where people are asking about yoga during the periods. Is it okay to do it during the
Yes, I've
periods?
done a lot of stuff on yoga over periods. You can do a lot of, especially these exercises which I showed you are also very good when you have
Mm-hmm.
your periods because
Okay.
they really work your ovaries, your uterus. It's in the same areas. You need to work those organs.
Any specific pose for making the periods regular?
Any? No,
So
there's no
people,
specific pose. If
girls
there was
who
one
have,
specific pose, we'll all be not have irregular periods.
yeah,
It's a full yoga practice, really.
yeah.
It's your diet, it's where you live, it's the climate, it's your Ayurvedic dosha. Really, there is not one thing that defines anything. We can't put anything in a box. The moment you do that, you'll always be very confused or scared. Ki, isse ho raha hai, usse ho raha hai. There are lots of different things. Like, self love is not, oh, I have gratitude, so I have self love. Oh, I hear motivational speeches in the morning, I'm exercising, I'm dieting, but why don't I have self love? There are lots
Yes.
of other things that go with self love or so we need to look at everything as a
Holistic
combination.
approach. So for
Holistic.
everyone who has been asking me yoga for making their periods regular, so irregular periods is a major symptom of PCOD. And that's where we are teaching you some basic asanas to start with, to start having your hormones, your cortisol levels balance out. And then your diet, your medication, everything plays a role. It's just not one solution to regular periods.
Exactly.
You have to do all of it together.
Exactly.
Um, so
Funny that.
some relaxing yoga positions. Everyone is stressed these days.
Yeah, so that position of Baddha Konasana.
Yes.
So just lie down and then
Yeah.
just lie down and then place your feet together, the soles of the feet together, like we did in the first pose, but in a
Mm-hmm.
lying down position
In the lying down
is the
position.
most relaxing pose.
And
And
even
it's
the
very good
child
for
pose.
PCOS.
Oh,
Even child's
lovely.
pose. Child's pose is also, see, child's pose is beautiful if you feel like surrendering away. You feel like being more internal. You're closing down. You want to be closed in. You don't want too many external factors. But Supta Baddha when you're lying down and in that butterfly pose and you're more open, it's like you want to invite openness in. So it really depends on what mood you're in, what you want
Listening
to
to your
feel.
body. Yeah.
Listen to your body. That's
For
why, like one-on-one is so good, because you concentrate only on that, because everything doesn't work for everyone.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So I used to do a lot of group yoga sessions initially, but that energy flow just wasn't doing it for me. And that's where I learned some. Then I took one-on-one classes, and I really feel that's the time you should connect with yourself. Put on some nice candle, be in a nice room, maybe go outside in the garden and connect with nature, connect with yourself. I
Yeah,
would conclude this session, Sunaina. Thanks for sharing all the wonderful tips.
this was
And
amazing.
thank
And you're
you, and
beautiful,
thanks to
and I'm
all the
going to be,
viewers.
you're in Delhi also now.
Yes, I'm mainly in Delhi, and Mumbai, my clinic has opened, but due to COVID, the lockdown is still going on. But I will see you soon in Delhi, in Mumbai
I'm
now.
going to see you in Mumbai or Delhi. My whole family is in Delhi.
Oh,
So
lovely. So
I will
wherever
now
we
see. Now
shall
I have
meet.
my friend. I'm loving these online. I've not met Dr. Geetika before, and I'm meeting her, and it's just such lovely energy. And you meet, and you're like, "मैं आ रही हूँ, मैं
We
आ
are
जाऊँगी."
we are soul friends right away.
Mwah. It was
Thank you,
really a
Sunana.
pleasure, and
Thanks
thank
for the
you
lovely session.
everyone for being here.
Thank
Ciao.
you. Thank
Bye.
you.